Fluvial hydrodynamics. This will be the 100 MCQ of Fluvial hydrodynamics, and in this video I will discuss about first 50 MCQ questions of Fluvial hydrodynamics. And previously I discussed about coastal geography MCQ, geoinformatics MCQ, and this will be the 100 questions Fluvial hydrodynamics MCQ series, and in this video first 50 questions will be discussed today. Let's start. The first question: what is the primary driving force behind river flow? Wind, gravity, temperature, vegetation. Here the right answer will be the gravity. Means the gravitational force is the primary force of river flow. Question number 2. Which of the following describes the term discharge? The amount of sediment transported, the volume of water flowing through a river per unit time, the velocity of river water, the depth of the river. Here the correct answer will be the volume of water flowing through a river per unit time. Means per second or per minute how much water is flowing through a cross section of a river. Means from a point of a river. What is the formula for calculating river discharge? Discharge equal to area into velocity, depth into width, velocity by area, width by depth. Here the correct answer will be area into velocity. Area means the cross-sectional area, and the velocity means the speed of the water. This can be used as the calculating of the river discharge. Question 4. The term hydraulic radius is defined as the ratio of cross-sectional area to weighted perimeter, the total area of the river, the average depth of the river, the perimeter of the river bank. Here the right answer will be the ratio of the cross-sectional area to weighted perimeter. One thing I can say, average depth of the river is equal to the ratio of cross-sectional area to weighted perimeter. These two options will be the correct. Question number 5. Which of the following factors does not affect river flow velocity? Riverbed roughness, width of the river, depth of the river, atmospheric pressure. Here the correct answer will be atmospheric pressure, because other three options are affecting the river flow velocity. Question number 6. What is the typical range of Reynolds number for river flow? The typical range of Reynolds number is 10,000 to 1 lakh. Question number 7. In Fluvial hydrodynamics, turbulence refers to laminar flow, irregular and chaotic flow, flow with no obstacles, steady and smooth flow. Here the correct answer will be turbulent flow means irregular and chaotic flow. Question number 8. The sediment transport capacity of a river is influenced by river discharge only, flow velocity only, both discharge and velocity, river width only. Here the correct answer will be discharge and velocity, both. Question number 9. What is the function of a river's floodplain? To increase river velocity, to provide habitat for aquatic life, to contain floodwaters during high flow, to reduce sedimentation. Here the correct answer will be to contain floodwaters during the high flow. Question number 10. Which type of flow is characterized by a clear distinction between water layers? Laminar flow, turbulent flow, transitional flow, supercritical flow. Here the correct answer will be laminar flow, where no turbulence occurred. No turbulence means no chaos. Question number 11. What is the primary source of energy for river systems? Solar radiation, geothermal heat, gravitational potential energy, and wind energy. Here the right answer is gravitational potential energy is the primary source of energy, means gravitational force. Question number 12. In which part of the river is sediment typically deposited? Headwaters, mouth, midstream, all parts equally. Most sediments can deposited in the mouth of the river. Question number 13. What is the significance of Hazelstone curve? It predicts flood frequency, it relates sediment size to transport velocity, it measures river discharge, it indicates groundwater levels. Here the correct answer will be it relates sediment size to transport velocity. Question number 14. Which of the following is a major factor in determining the shape of river channel, soil type, vegetation, flow velocity, all of the above? And the right answer will be all of the above. Means soil type, vegetation and flow velocity. Question number 15. What is the primary effect of vegetation on river hydrodynamics? Increases sediment transport, stabilizes river banks and reduces erosion, increases flow velocity, reduces water temperature. Here the correct answer stabilizes river banks and reduces erosion. Here vegetation is written and not riparian vegetation, but here the right answer shows that it is saying that riparian vegetation. But there are other type of vegetation in river systems like river bed vegetation, bar vegetation, etc. Question number 16. Which term describes the flow condition where the velocity of the water is greater than the wave speed? Subcritical flow, supercritical flow, critical flow, turbulent flow. Here the correct answer will be supercritical flow. Supercritical flow occurred when the where the velocity of the water is greater than the wave speed. Then there will be turbulence can occur. Supercritical flow. Question number 17. The process of sediment transport along the river bed is known as suspended load, bed load, dissolved load, channel load. Sediment transport along the river bed is called as bed load. Question number 18. Which hydraulic equation is commonly used to describe open channel flow? Bernoulli's equation, Darcy-Weisbach equation, Manning's equation, continuity equation. The correct answer will be Manning's equation. Manning's equation is commonly used to describe open channel flow. Open channel means not pipe flow, where the above surface is free. That is called as open channel flow. Question number 19. What is the primary factor controlling the morphology of river channels? Climate, flow, regime, tectonic activity, vegetation. Here the most probable means the correct answer is flow regime. Everything is related with the morphology of river channels, but most appropriate answer will be the flow regime. Question number 20. What is the primary purpose of a dam in fluvial hydrodynamics? To increase sediment transport, to control river flow and store water, to enhance river wildlife, to reduce evaporation. Here the correct answer will be to control river flow and store water before the dam. Question number 21. Which of the following factors can lead to river meandering? Increased sediment load, decreased flow velocity, changes in discharge, all of the above. Here the right answer will be all of the above, means increased sediment load, decreased flow velocity and changes in discharge. Question number 22. The term hydraulic jump refers to a rapid change in flow velocity, a sudden rise in the water surface, a transition from supercritical to subcritical flow, all of the above. Here the correct answer will be all of the above. Hydraulic jump refers to a rapid change in the flow velocity, a sudden rise in the water surface and a transition from supercritical to subcritical flow. Question number 23. Which of the following is a key characteristics of braided rivers? Steep gradients, low sediment load, multiple interweaving channels, straight channel pattern. Here the right answer will be multiple interweaving channel. It's called as braided rivers. So the several channels interconnected with each other. Such kind of rivers are seen mostly basically at the alluvial fan. At the Tista alluvial fan, there are so much nice braided rivers are located, where the mountainous river flow enters into the plain river flow of Himalayan to plain land of West Bengal or other parts of the India. Question 24. What is the primary cause of river bank erosion? Vegetation growth, increased sediment deposition, flow velocity and turbulence, drought conditions. Here the right answer will be flow velocity and turbulence. This will be one reason, but there are several reasons, and in case of different rivers, the most important factors are different. Question 25. The term waste flow in a river refers to flow due to precipitation, sustained flow from groundwater, flow from upstream tributaries, flow during flooding. Here the right answer will be sustained flow from groundwater. This is called as waste flow. I will discuss in another video what is waste flow, through flow, etc. in hydrological cycle. Question 26. Which method is commonly used to measure river discharge? Water temperature sensors, velocity area method, soil moisture analysis, remote sensing. Here the correct answer will be velocity area method. Question 27. What type of sediment transport occurs when particles are lifted and carried by turbulent eddies? Below suspended load, saltation, dissolved load. Here the correct answer will be suspended load. Question 28. Which of the following is a common consequence of river damming? Increased downstream sediment transport, habitat fragmentation, decreased flood frequency, all of the above. Here the right answer will be all of the above. Means decreased flood frequency, habitat fragmentation, increased downstream sediment transport. Downstream sediment transport increased because of the hungry water effect. Means above the dam the sediments are stored, and below the dam only the water can be there in the below dam area. So more the clear water, more will be their erosion capability. So as the water erosive capability is more, there the chance of highest sediment transport, sediment erosion and sediment transport. Question 29. What is the primary purpose of floodplain zoning? To promote agriculture, to manage flood risk, to enhance water quality, and to protect wildlife. Here the correct answer will be to manage flood risk. Question 30. In river hydrodynamics, what does the term thalloic refer to? The deepest part of a river channel, the average width of a river, the floodplain area, the bank will discharge. Here the correct answer will be the deepest part of a river. Question 31. Which process is primarily responsible for the formation of river deltas, erosion, sedimentation, transportation, evaporation? Here the right answer will be sedimentation. Question 32. What is the main impact of urbanization on river hydrodynamics? Increased groundwater discharge, groundwater recharge, reduced flood risk, increased surface runoff and flooding, enhanced river habitat. Here the correct answer will be increased surface runoff and flooding. Urbanization means the increase of the cemented surface. More the cemented surface, more will be the runoff, less will be the infiltration, and more will be the runoff, more will be the chance of flooding, more will be the chance of erosion, everything. Question 33. Which type of flow is characterized by flood number less than 1? Supercritical flow, subcritical flow, critical flow, turbulent flow. Here the correct answer will be subcritical flow. More than 1 will be supercritical flow and 1 will be critical flow. But here the turbulent flow is not actually known by the flood number. Turbulent flow is known by Reynolds number. Question 34. The term suspended sediment concentration refers to the total sediments volume in the river, the weight of sediment per unit volume of water, the size of sediment particles in transport, the total sediment load of a river. Here the right answer will be the weight of sediment per unit volume of water. Question 35. Which of the following is a significant source of nutrient pollution in rivers? Natural vegetation, agriculture runoff, wildlife, rainfall. Here the correct answer will be agriculture runoff. And eutrophication is also occurred in those kind of rivers where the water becomes stagnant for any reason, for dam, etc., and algal blooms can occur, and then eutrophication can be seen. Question 36. Which equation describes the conservation of mass in a river? Bernoulli's equation, Manning's equation, continuity equation, Darcy-Weisbach equation. Here the right answer will be continuity equation. Question 37. The main component of river water that contributes to its erosive power is sediment, turbulence, flow velocity, temperature. Here the correct answer will be flow velocity. The main component of river water that contributes to its erosive power is flow velocity. Question 38. What does the term flood recurrence interval indicate? The average depth of floodwaters, the frequency of floods occurring, the duration of floods, the area affected by floods. The correct answer will be the frequency of floods occurring. Question 39. In the context of fluvial systems, what does the term channelization means? Natural erosion of river banks, construction of artificial channels, restoration of natural river paths, increasing sediment transport. Here the correct answer will be construction of artificial channel. It's called a channelization. Question 40. The main driver of sediment transport in rivers is temperature variation, flow velocity, soil composition, river bank vegetation. Here the correct answer will be flow velocity. Question 41. Which of the following can be a result of excessive sedimentation in rivers? Increased water quality, habitat degradation, enhanced flood control, reduced erosion. Here the correct answer will be habitat degradation. Question 42. Which type of river is characterized by high sediment loads and a wide shallow channel? Meandering river, braided river, straight river, incised river. Here the correct answer will be braided river. For the high sediment load, braided river can be originated. And already I told, in the part of the river, means in the alluvial fan, there the river's gradient decreased suddenly and the sediment load increased, as there the braided river can be formed. Question 43. The process by which a river wears away its bed and banks is known as erosion, deposition, sedimentation, transformation. Here the correct answer will be erosion. Question number 44. What is the main function of sediment basin? To increase river flow, to store water during droughts, to reduce sediment transport downstream, to promote aquatic habitat. Here the correct answer will be to reduce sediment transport downstream. I don't understand what is the sediment basin. I think something is wrong here. Question number 45. What does the term environmental flow refer to? The flow necessary for human activities, the flow needed to maintain river health, the maximum flood flow, the minimum flow during droughts. Here the correct answer will be the flow needed to maintain river health is called as environmental flow. Question number 46. Which phenomena occurs when a river overflows its bank? Drought, floods, erosion, sedimentation. It is called as flood. Question number 47. What is the primary purpose of riverbank stabilization? To enhance water quality, to prevent erosion and loss of land, to increase flood capacity, to promote aquatic habitat. Here the correct answer will be to prevent erosion and loss of land. Question 48. Which type of flow occurs when the river's velocity is high and the flow is turbulent? Laminar flow, transitional flow, turbulent flow, it is automatically turbulent flow. Question number 49. The term riparian zone refers to the area around the river that is devoid of vegetation, the area directly adjacent to a river or stream, channel of the river, the sediment deposits at the river mouth. Here the correct answer will be the area directly adjacent to a river or stream. It's called as a riparian zone. And the riparian vegetation is in the riparian zone there are vegetation, then it will be called as riparian vegetation. Question 50. What is a major ecological function of wetlands adjacent to rivers? Increasing river flow, providing flood storage and habitat, enhancing sediment transport, reducing groundwater recharge. Here the correct answer will be providing flood storage and habitat. That's all for this video, and in the next video I will discuss about another 50 questions of fluvial hydrodynamics, and I used lots of energy and time for making this video, so please like this video, share among your friends, and of course comment me if you have any query or suggestions for me.